Oh shit.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Damn, that was on point. I like that. What we doing, bro?
Huge buyout.
I think it's the biggest one of the year, right? Actually.
Nah, this is comparable to our first one that we did. Very comparable.
Yeah, I guess so.
With shoes wise, yeah. But with our first haul that we did with clothing, shoes, and a bunch of random shit, this one is just a bunch of hoses and a bunch of shoes. So we're buying 1,500 pairs.
And 300 pocket hoses.
Skechers. We are buying a shitload of Skechers. And it took a while to make this negotiation happen and for this deal to happen. It took what, like a month probably? It took 2 months to speak it into existence because we've done deals with this guy in the past.
For like the last year or so, right?
Yeah, we've done deals here and there pretty much. And it got to the point where he had a couple things going on in his life that he wanted to end up selling. And this is one thing that I'll tell you guys before we even start. Always try to speak things into existence. This guy didn't want to sell the rest of his inventory. He sold us a little bit at first, realized how much money he can make on it. But I used to just tell him little by little every single time I saw him, like, hey, if you want to sell this, let me know. If you want to sell everything, let me know. Whenever it's time, let me know. Finally, it's time. He ended up realizing that he can't keep all this stuff together in his storage. He has to get rid of it. And guess what? He calls us first. We try to give him a deal he can't refuse. We work out a deal that obviously works out with us too. And this is why we are here now.
But yeah, the first deal we did, we got the Skechers at what? Like 12 bucks a piece?
15.
15?
Yeah, 15.
Oh, it was the pocket hoses.
The pocket hoses.
We got the pocket hoses at 12, Skechers at 15.
Mm-hmm.
I think we bought another run of the pocket hoses, but we paid him more than that. I think we paid him 15 at that time because he wanted 18.
Mm-hmm.
And then every time Chris would talk to him, he wanted more because he started selling them at flea markets and stuff like that. And he was getting like 30, 35 for the Skechers. He was getting like 30, 40 for the pocket hoses in cash. And he was like, oh, I can make way too much money. And Chris just kept telling him, yeah, we understand. Obviously, we're going to be making that money to some extent.
That's what I was about to say. Like, we never wanted to lowball him. To be like, yo, this is what, you know, if you want to pay this, we'll buy everything.
But clearly, we're buying hundreds of pairs, thousands of pairs. Like, you're only selling a couple, maybe like 100 at the flea market in a weekend if you're lucky. So it's like, oh, yeah, the money's going to be less, but it's going to be right here.
Sometimes you got to throw out a deal that they can't refuse. And again, it's speaking things into existence. Like, you got to make sure that not only are you staying on top of what you say, but once it happens, you got to be ready to jump. I think this is the position that we were in where...
And it's not light. It's not a light deal.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say next. As much as I'm talking, we got to be ready as well, financially wise. Logistically wise.
If this happened 3 months ago, we would have had to pass.
Exactly.
Easily had to pass.
Certain things happen for a reason, though. Specifically at certain times, like we were in the mix of 3 business deals right now for some Star Wars figures, some Brooks running shoes, and Skechers, and we're still working out possibly the toy deal, possibly the running shoe deal.
And we got a shipment of kicks coming in. Actually, I just paid for the labels yesterday. I didn't tell you.
Like, this shit doesn't stop.
But that deal we made 2 months ago. But this toy deal and then the other deal just literally popped up last week, and we already turned down the toy deal because it didn't make sense. The numbers we would have made it work, but it didn't make sense.
We threw a counter in though to see what happens, but probably enough.
But hopefully that deal works out down the line, maybe a month or two. But we're doing the second deal right after this, which is going to be another video. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah, but I feel like deals
going on.
Deals happen left and right, and it's always just about being ready and letting these guys know that once the opportunity comes, hit me up first. Because if they don't hit you up first, or you're not ready that first time, they're not going to hit you up that second time. So we always just want to be on top of things. But we'll show you what we get, what we're pretty much getting in here. It's all pretty much repetitive. It's all going to be the same shit. Because like I said, it's 1,500 Skechers, and it's almost 300 pocket hoses. So
we'll do a sneak peek now, and then we're going to make a full dedicated video when we finally come back, because I'm not going to be here for a couple of days when we fully go through the unit. But yeah, it looks like he's pulling up right now.
We'll see you guys in a bit.
Alright guys, we're going to give you a quick view in here. It is dark as fuck, but we're going to show you around a little bit. We're going to make a follow-up video like we said. Chris is playing around with all the random stuff that homie left in the unit. But we're going to give you a quick overview, and then yeah, we'll come back to this in another video. Alright, so this is what was part of the deal. We got some antifreeze. Mind you, I got the phone with the flashlight on. This is our ghetto lighting setup because it is dark in there. Why don't you actually show them
what nice wrap.
What we're actually bought.
We got a pallet jack and a rusty chair.
Everything he showed you, we did not get.
Oh, This was included too. That's dope. All right, guys. So, like I said, it's 1,500 Skechers that we bought. He did have a couple other things in here, obviously, like I just showed you, but most of those things, I told him he can come back whenever he wants. Gotta be good guys about it too. He can come back whenever he wants, take it out, obviously before we leave, because we gotta move all this shit. But like I said, it's 1,500 Skechers. A lot of them are the same style. Some of them are wide, some of them are regular width, some of them are men's, women's. But I'll show you. A lot of it is almost the same thing that we bought, and you guys have been seeing in our flea market videos. Like shoes like this.
We were almost out of.
Oh,
That's a flea market.
somebody definitely tried this one out. Somebody put the piggies in there.
But we literally were almost out of our last couple boxes.
Yeah, so funny speaking, we sold out about what? Our size 6s we sold out. We definitely don't have size 5s. We just sold out size 10s on eBay. So they've been selling.
And the 7s, I think we have 2 pairs left.
Yeah, we've been selling them at the flea market. We've been selling them online. So we're at that point pretty much where, yeah, our inventory was low. So this was almost completely perfect timing for us. But it's stuff like this. And he told me he organized it. There was no manifest. We just know about the quantity that we bought. But it was shoes like that. Like I can see that all of this is pretty much that same silhouette right here.
And it's by size.
Except this one is all black. But yeah, we have a bunch of size 7s.
Those are 6s. Well, he just smacked her 7s. That's all the 8s.
Size 8s that we have in here. There's a couple men's pairs in here that we love. Like this. That's a new SKU. I haven't seen that, so I'll take that down.
All right, Donkey
There's
Kong.
nothing there. This is something that we haven't got yet, actually. Definitely never touched these. We had these in white.
The white ones did very well for us online.
I'm actually super happy we got these.
That's dope.
Because that's probably at least, what, 40 to 45 plus shipping on eBay.
Yeah.
That might not even touch the flea. If they're lucky, we might bring it, but... So we used to sell at the same flea market as this guy. And great guy. Fucking awesome dude. And sometimes our prices were a little cheaper than his. And since he had different sizes, different colorways, he would charge a little bit more. And we were talking about how, do we stick to our prices or do we go to his prices now that we're going there?
Since we
with the
bought out
same
the
inventory.
market.
And then we were always just going to be like, I feel like people are going to say, like, why are you guys raising up your prices? Well, supply and demand. And we just bought all the supply. So I guess at this point we can charge whatever we want, right?
Not whatever.
No, not like even like
No one's
that.
paying $40 for these at the flea market.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody's ever going to get $25 for these ever again. This is the pair that I was talking about. That
Oh yeah, we got a lot.
Same one.
Couple of these left on eBay.
no, we don't have that much. We
Said
have
a couple.
one left, I think. Literally, I think we have one left.
Oh, we had like 4, but we sold. I think I packed up 3 this week, actually, personally.
It looks like we have a bunch of these because that's white navy, white navy, white navy, white navy, white navy. A bunch of extras of those. These are all the size 8s of that shoe that I just showed you, but these are in black. But let's see that one because I don't know what the hell this is. Right? Does that look familiar to you or not?
I don't know.
Oh, never mind. This looks like the SKU that we already had, but it's a different colorway.
Oh, we have one of these left at the flea market. Everyone wants it, but it's only a size 10.
Well, now we have every size. Well, maybe. Like we said, we don't know exactly what the fuck SKUs we have. But it keeps going down to over here. If you just showed this little crevice right there.
Dude, I'm using my phone light. This is working way better than I thought. But yeah, those are 8s, and it turns into 9s right here.
A lot of these are pretty much the same shit, so.
It's the same silhouette, just black,
Exactly.
blue, white.
This
It's just
one-
different colors.
This one's black right here, so.
But people love them, and they move.
Super nice, super. Shoot me a light over here, big dog. Big log. This one we had out the ass too.
Yeah, what size?
Phenomenal seller.
Oh,
Size
it's a 9.
9.
That's a good size.
Phenomenal seller for us online. Size 9s at the flea market kind of sucked out, to be honest with you. I'm surprised he didn't have more size 9s than I expected. He actually had way more size 8s, size 7s. This is all size 7s and 8s. This whole entire.
wall.
This is, and even these right here, all size 8s right here. These are all size 9s. These are size 10s. These are size 11s.
This is the death stack. We will be sitting on these for the next 2 years.
Yeah, definitely. And I could see a couple different colorways here, as in white silver is right here. There's black pink. That's it.
I was gonna say
there's black white right there too. Size 11 women's is such a tough size. This is the other piece of it right here. These bad boys.
you saw them in the return video.
They're back. They are back. They're back in our inventory. It sucks that we bought more, but it's also a good thing because we do make a couple bucks on them, but they get returned out the ass. So as soon as I look at this right here, I'm just like, how many are going to get returned? I'm saying at least this right here is going to get returned, like a third of them. But
We got them cheap enough.
that's business, right? That's what you got to do. And I'm happy though. I don't know how you're feeling, but I'm overall happy. All right. So the one thing is, like I said, it's usually all or nothing. And that's our negotiation tactic, that we want to save you the headache from doing multiple deals, going to this guy, going to this guy. How about we figure out a full-on price that works with us, works with you, and we'll take everything. Because in all reality, the way that Jared said that's the death pile, we're going to be sitting on that for another, I want to say, 2 years. Maybe even 3. Who the fuck knows? We might be sitting on that for a while. These pocket hoses, like I said, as much as we wanted them, we also did not want them. And I was cool with not doing that as well. But the one thing that I've learned is that you want to save the headaches for others and just say, we'll take everything. So this guy said that he had negotiations going on with 2 other people. But the people said, we don't want that. We don't want the pocket hoses. We don't want the size 10s. And we don't want the size 11s. Another guy said, we don't want these hoses. And we only want to take a couple of sizes of 6, 7, 8. We want to leave one size. We don't want to take everything. We just want to take a couple hundred. But we were the first people that he actually talked to. And again, I threw him out our number. He ended up texting me about 2 weeks later. We talked a little bit more back and forth. We came over here. Really couldn't figure out a deal while we were here, but it was okay. And like I said, a couple days ago is when we finally sealed the deal.
You want to nitpick somebody when they have this much stuff? We rather just shoot you a slightly lower offer than what they're going to pay, and we'll just take the headache. And we took the headache, and it worked out.
Exactly. Because like I said, it sucks that this side right here is all death, in my opinion. But it's also a good thing because all of this is great. Phenomenal. You got to bite the bullet sometimes. You literally have to bite the bullet. We almost got this shit as well, but
No.
we ended up telling him that
That's
we'll
a big
just keep
name.
it here. It's just a bunch of fucking bed sheets. It's a shitload of bed sheets. But I was like, we'll
so
make...
he's keeping all this. He's keeping all these little boxes on the floor. It's his table. He got a pallet jack in there. He has a hand truck. The chairs Chris keep playing with. All that random stuff, he's taking it. But like Chris told you earlier, we're just giving him a little time. We told him as long as we're still in this unit, he can have it, which is going to be between the next 4 to 8 weeks. Closer to 4, though.
We're going to keep it under 4 because you guys might see us moving this from one storage locker to another because this was far from our house and our office. This was decently far, and we don't want to be coming here back and forth. This is on the 2nd level. It's so inconvenient. It is so inconvenient. But
We just need a full day to go through this, but we got another deal to get to, so.
exactly. Like we talked about in the car, we have 2 other negotiations that we're going through. One that we're going to meet up to in a bit, probably in the next hour. So it's been fun. We'll show you guys a little bit more in depth, possibly another day, but we gotta get the fuck out of here, guys.
Deuces.